we were walking in between the people in Arbaeen, and I just saw a very big group of people who were holding Indian flag. So I was searching and found out that they have a very famous leader that is so active in India, and is just walking and practice the Islam over there. So I just invited him to join us, and we can have a brief conversation together. And he's so knowledgeable, and it is my pleasure to have a meeting with you.
So,
Very welcome to
thank
our
you very
channel.
much. Thank you.
Why are you here? How did you come? It's India is so far away, and you just coming not alone, but also bringing a lot of people with you, which is I'm sure it's a big trouble. So, what was the motivation to come and join this Arbaeen walk?
First of all, it is not a trouble. It is a very great blessing from the Almighty that we people in this world have come to know that what a great treasure we have. I always tell everybody that if you want to see the importance, the azamats, the greatness of Imam Hussain, at least once you go to Karbala in Arbaeen
Yeah.
and see what Imam Hussain is actually. Because just reading and hearing and seeing films and all and going to Azadari is not enough to understand Imam Hussain. I believe that coming to Karbala is the biggest way, the
Yeah.
biggest method to learn and know Imam Hussain.
Yes.
That is why I try to bring more and more people over here,
And especially
especially.
during Arbaeen. Yeah.
Definitely, only Arbaeen. I don't come on other days because, first of all, people don't have that much of time, and Muharram and Arbaeen are so important and so happening
Yeah.
over here that when people come over here, they will see things.
Yeah.
In normal days, they will just see empty roads and all these things, except the Haram.
Yeah.
So that will not be so effective.
Yeah.
But Arbaeen and the collection of different types of people from everywhere in the world, this itself projects the importance of Imam Hussain and Karbala.
Yeah.
That is why I prefer coming and bringing people to Karbala
Very
on
good.
Arbaeen.
Very good. Thank you. And how many times you joined this Arbaeen walk?
I have been to Karbala every time in Arbaeen only,
Yeah.
and this is my almost sixth time I'm
Very
coming to.
good. Very good. And you every time you bring a lot of people with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. And what interesting did you find in all these years that you come? And what was the special experience that you had?
Everything about Arbaeen and Karbala and Iraq is always special,
Special.
always
Exactly.
special. Right from the greatness of Imam Hussain, right from the things that make Imam Hussain very different from all other Imams, the things that make Karbala different from all other places,
Yeah.
the things that make this occasion Arbaeen from all different from all other occasions in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So everything about Karbala and Arbaeen is different from everything in the world.
If you want to be specific about one experience, what would you like to mention?
The biggest, um, the biggest importance and the biggest feature of Arbaeen and these people coming is the love that they have for Imam Hussain. See, you have Christians visiting Vatican, you have even Muslims visiting Mecca,
Yeah.
Medina.
Yeah.
But in this path of Arbaeen, the difference from all other religions is very, very vast. First of all, every other religion, they only go for a happy period.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to cry.
Yeah.
They don't have to weep. They don't have to beat.
Yeah.
But here there is only weeping, crying, beating, everything.
Yeah.
Means it is totally opposite. No happiness,
Yeah.
only sadness.
Yeah.
In simple words, I want to say.
That's right.
This is the thing that makes Arbaeen very different from all other occasions. The second is collection of people in one place all different types of people, rich, poor, um, different religion people coming over here, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, everyone coming over here in one platform, different places. You have people from Europe, you have people from America, Asia, South Asia, Middle
Yeah.
East, everyone coming in one small little city.
Yeah.
This another thing is very great about Arbaeen and
And it
Karbala.
looks like that the city is expanding, because this much
Definitely.
of
You
people.
cannot believe that this small little city can take so many millions of people. If
Exactly.
you go to other places where people accumulate so much, there are so many problems, so
Exactly.
many things that the whole city is upside down. But
Exactly.
here in Karbala, everything, Alhamdulillah, is very, very normal
Yeah,
and
exactly.
very hospitable.
It's a kind of
Everyone,
miracle.
yes, absolutely. It is a miracle.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is a
And one more thing that looks like a miracle is that when we are here and it looks like that it's a sad occasion, people are, as you told, are crying and things.
yes.
But at the end, the result is that everyone feels happy inside.
Absolutely, absolutely. It
Did
is a
you feel
contentment.
it?
It is a contentment of spirituality,
Mm-hmm.
and as if people have come here and seen Imam Hussain
Yeah.
with their own eyes. And
Exactly. This I always, if someone asks me how's Arbaeen, I always say that you have to come and you have to smell. Smell is the
yes,
only thing that they can't send through social media and things. You have to feel it yourself.
yes.
Very good. And how about the hosts and Iraqi people here that you are meeting them? How did you found
Over the
them?
period of time, from the time I came till now, Alhamdulillah, everyone I meet, I become friend with them. Everyone, any hotel, any seller, any azadar, wherever I go, I become their friends.
Yeah.
And they are such lovely and hospitable people. They just are craving, they are just dying to do something for us.
Mm-hmm.
And that is extremely great, which is very rare in this world. It
Exactly.
is extremely rare. Even your own family, when you want to tell them that we are coming to your town, to
Yeah.
your house for a couple of days, they start making a few fusses and
Yeah.
excuses. But here people, they don't have any fuss, any
Exactly.
excuse. They just want excuse to help you out. Yeah,
Exactly.
this is very great of them. Very
Yeah,
great, very
yeah,
great,
exactly.
very
And
great and rare.
yeah, and have you told this to the people who are in India before? What is their reaction?
Indian people day by day are increasing
Yeah.
coming over here. In the beginning, we just were few people who were coming, but as time went on and this hospitality increased, Alhamdulillah, over here also, you can see the number of mawkibs, the number of people who are devoting themselves for this service. It is increasing. The same thing is with the people everywhere in the world. They are realizing that here people are dying to call them over here.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that Imam Hussain is calling, even the people of Karbala, the
Yeah.
people from Najaf, everywhere, they are just waiting uh, to uh, to bring these people over here in Iraq and help them in some or the other way.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. And where are you living in India exactly?
I am basically staying in Pune city, which is around 160 kilometers from Bombay in India,
Very good.
Maharashtra, India.
And
Basically, I'm an Iranian,
yeah.
but I have stayed in India for around fourth generation, fifth generation now.
Oh,
And all my life has been in India, and
literally you
definitely
became Indian. Okay.
almost an Indian.
Very good.
Almost.
Very good. And how much is the population of the Muslims over there in India?
Muslims in India are around 20% of the total population.
Which is how many millions?
To 20 crores, around 200 million
Okay,
approximately.
very good. That's quite a lot.
Quite a lot, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The largest population of Muslims around
Yeah.
with Indonesia, and compared to Indonesia. And
They are over there. And how's the relation between the Muslim people and other religions in India, as you
basically,
experienced?
in India, Muslims are one of the happiest in the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I think. because of the culture in India is very hospitable to religion. In India, people are very religious. You do not find non-religious people. Even a Hindu, he gives respect to God, to Allah, and all. Even a Muslim, he gives respect to the Hindu gods.
Oh.
So the goodness in Indian culture is that it is very adaptable to religion. Four religions of the world came to India,
Yeah.
which became the largest religions of the world: Christianity, Islam, Zoroastrian, and another one more religion.
Yeah.
And four religions were born in India: Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism. So India is always a religious people. So to practice religion in India is very easy than in many other countries of the world.
Yeah. And do the like Christian or other religious people which have another religion, expect Islam, do they also join actually the occasions and events for Muslims in over
Basically,
there?
most of the cultures, religion, uh, programs, and occasions are shared by all religion people. Like even in Diwali, we greet the Hindus. We go to the Hindus. They bring sweet for us and all these things. In Muharram, Hindus come into our programs,
Amazing.
and they help us in our mawkibs, in our julus of Azah and all. The government of India always in any procession and all, they give us special permissions.
Oh, that's
We don't
good.
have to struggle a lot for permissions, or even azadari on the roads.
That's good.
We are beating our chest, taking microphones on the road, thousands of people on the road. It is very ordinary over there. Means you don't have any sort of objection from any other people that
That's-
why you're doing azadari, why you're commemorating your religion on the road or in the mosque or something like that. Alhamdulillah, in India we are very free. At least um, as far as my knowledge goes, yeah, and as far as my experience goes, I had a very wonderful experience in all these 40, 50 years of my life in India.
Alhamdulillah. And what are you doing between these? Um, and what are you doing in the occasions? What is your role over there?
Basically, I am uh, Alhamdulillah, by the grace of God, I have a good voice, and I recite Noha, Marsiyas, and shares about Imam Hussain.
Like poets.
I also recite the Holy Quran, Azan,
Mashallah.
and du'as.
Very good.
And um, when I was a child, I was in a Christian school. So over there, they used to tell me to recite the Christian hymns, what we call Noha and all. Um, in English, in the Christian schools, they recite about Jesus, Prophet
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah.
So because I had a good voice, I used to recite in the school
Oh,
the
nice.
hymns, Christian
For
hymns.
him.
Yeah, slowly, school ended, and then I was more into my own religion, my own Imam Bara, which we call
Yeah.
Hosseiniye.
Yeah.
And then I developed, Alhamdulillah, now my
Very good.
Nohas,
Very good.
yeah,
And,
all over YouTube and on
That's good.
social media everywhere.
And may I ask you to read one for us on live?
Yeah. तेरे दर पे आ गया हूँ, सारी दुनिया में लुटा कर, तेरे दर से मैं न जाऊँ, ये शरफ मुझे अता कर, छिन गई है करबला में तेरे घर की हर कमाई, तेरे एक नजर के कुर्बान सारी जिंदगी हमारी, हुसैन या हुसैन या हुसैन Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain, Ya Hussain, Ya
Yeah,
Hussain.
Hussein, mashallah. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Very nice voice, very nice
Thank you
script.
very much.
I really enjoyed it. And it was a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you very
Very
much.
good.
Thank you.
How is the relation and connection within the Indian society and even the Indian atmosphere in the whole country with Imam Hussain and the Islamic occasions and events?
This is a very important question which you have asked rather in this whole conversation. I
Yeah.
suppose this is the most important question you are asking me.
Yeah.
And I don't think if you ask this question to most of the Indians, definitely you will get the same answer which I am talking about.
Yeah.
And the answer to your question is very vast, very big. And it all starts with um, the Hussaini Brahmins.
Mm-hmm.
They say that Imam Hussein's wife
Yeah.
and her sister, she
Mm-hmm.
was married to an Indian king.
Yeah.
And at the time of Karbala, the sister tells to her sister that my husband, means my Imam Hussain, is in trouble in Karbala and he is at war, and I want you or someone from India to come and help him over here. And this sister, she tells her husband, and um, from there, this king who was there, he rises up from there, and with his small little force, around 1,000 people, they travel to India to come to help Imam Hussain. And unfortunately, the episode of Karbala was over, and many of the people, they returned to their country. And but this king was he was so devoted to Imam Hussain and his love, and he was so sad with this episode that he died over here only. And these followers later, they went to India
Yeah.
and they told the whole story over there. And they have generations of these people who are now called the Hussaini Brahmins,
Yeah.
and they exist even now. And these people, they commemorate Muharram in
Mm-hmm.
India. So this is one part of the culture of India and the religion of Hindus, which is related to Imam Hussain, which is very deep and very important. The other part is, as I told you, that Indian culture, Indian religion, they are very close to all other religions of the world, and they respect all other religions. Just as I always tell that one of the only countries in the world, even in many Islamic countries, you do not have Ashura as a bank holiday, but in Muharram, in the day of Ashura, every bank, every government office is closed. It is a bank holiday, and not from now, right? From independence, means
Mm-hmm.
around 70, 75 years that banks and every other institution in India is closed on the day of Ashura,
Interesting.
which is very important
Mm-hmm.
factor of Indian culture and Indian politics and Indian people. And
It's like a mutual respect. Yeah.
respect, definitely. And the third part is the commemoration of Muharram, means every city in India, almost every city, where not only Shias but even Hindus and Sunni brothers, everybody, they commemorate Muharram. Muharram, Azadari, in Azadari, Hindus walk over fire. Hindus beat their chest. Hindus sing the Nohas. There are around 450 Hindu poets which have written about Imam Hussain. These things are extremely great. You do not have such things in even Islamic countries.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
the liberty of doing Muharram and Azadari on the road in the Hussainiyas in India is enormous, enormous.
Mm-hmm.
You have Nohas going on, we call it Shab Bedari.
Uh-huh.
In many of the Hussainiyas and Imambaras and mosques in India, we have Shab Bedari, means from night till morning we are doing Azadari.
Mm-hmm.
So this all is very great about India,
Yeah.
and definitely these things are long lasting. They are not that uh, a few years later this will end. Definitely not.
It should be related to the history, yeah.
Definitely, definitely.
It has a
It is a
very
part
deep
of
roots
history. It is
over
a
the.
part of history and culture of everywhere you will find alams and Hussainiyas and Azadars, and on the roads we are doing matam, and not only on Arbaeen or Ashura. No,
Mm.
every 10 days, every 5 days we are on the roads, we are doing Azadari. We go to the police, they give us permission, and we are on the road with big, big mics, bigger than these mics over here.
Mm-hmm.
In India, we have big, big trolleys,
Yeah.
trucks, and hundreds of mics, microphones, and we are beating the chest. We are even doing blood matam over there. Means they are doing tatbir, cutting heads and all on the roads without any objection from anybody, neither from the government or the people, no one. So these all make Azadari in India the biggest and the most important in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you can rank it as much as in Iraq and in Iran
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Definitely, it is too much. It is very great. One of the
Mm-hmm.
biggest number of Zakirin of Imam Hussain, Noha Khuns of Imam Hussain you will find in India. Yeah.
Great. And when did Islam started in India?
Basically, in India, Islam came very soon after Prophet Muhammad.
Uh-huh.
But after that, after Karbala,
Yeah.
there were many Sufis and um, ulamas who came from Iraq and Iran to India,
Mm-hmm.
and slowly the the message of Imam Hussain, the story of Imam Hussain spread into India also.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, because of some political movements and all, um, Shias were always in a very bad state during some of the leaders, some of the kings of
Yeah.
in India. Shias were killed in India. They were a very bad state around 100, 200 years. But later on, after independence and after the kingship all ended, and after the British also went, then slowly the um, Shia people, they started becoming more liberated, more
Mm-hmm.
freer to do Azadari and Matam, and finally now it is such a state that everywhere in every city you find even Shias and Sunnis, they are celebrating Muharram along with even some section of the Hindu society also joining in with the Shias.
Mm-hmm.
So in India, the history is a very mixed history of Imam Hussain and Karbala and
The very
Shiaism,
deep roots
very
of
deep
it.
rooted. Yeah, like all these Sufis and Shia ulamas and
Yeah.
Shia Arifs,
Mm-hmm.
like Khaja Muinuddin Chishti.
Mm-hmm.
He is the biggest Arif in India.
Yeah.
Um, when you go to his maqbara in Ajmer,
Yeah.
it is written on the maqbara, the first sentence is written, Shah ast Hussain, Padishah ast Hussain, Deen ast Hussain, Deen Panah ast Hussain, Sardad nadar dast dar dast Yazid, Haqqa ke bina la ilah ast Hussain.
Mashallah.
So this is the shade which is written on the maqbara of Khaja Muinuddin Chishti, who is the
Mm.
who is from the progeny of Imam Hussain. Then we have um, uh, Nurullah Shustari,
Mm.
Shahid Solis.
That's right.
He was also killed in Ajmer, Agra, somewhere close to Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
You have his maqbara over there. He was a very prominent Shia Arif, and he spread Shiaism a lot in
So,
India. And then after that, it spread towards the south.
yeah,
Yeah, in
amazing.
Hyderabad and Bombay and Lucknow, everywhere.
Very good.
Alhamdulillah.
I have that every year more people from India and also other places in the whole world just join here, come here to visit Karbala.
Yes, one of the largest communities
Yeah,
of Zairs
yeah.
in India,
Uh,
in Iraq, are from India, and the mawkibs that you see, many of the mawkibs are being organized by the Indian Azadars.
Very good,
Yes,
very good.
yes.
Thank you so much for joining us here. It was a very big pleasure to talk to
It
you.
was my pleasure.
If you want to see more atmosphere about Arbaeen work, you can follow our channel, Past Two Quotes.